My name is Jane Deighton. I'm a solicitor, and these are the people I represent at this inquiry. Audrey and Richard Adams and their son Nathan. Nathan was just a child in 1991 when he was the victim of a racist attack in which his brother Roland was murdered. A family devastated by grief, they demanded little more from the state than a competent prosecution and recognition that racism caused their loss, denied them justice and endangered others. They wanted change for the better. Mr. Duwayne Brooks, OBE. He was still a teenager in 1993 when he was the victim of a racist attack in which his close friend, Stephen, was murdered. Traumatized, he too demanded little more from the state than a competent prosecution and recognition that racism caused his loss, denied him justice, and endangered others. He wanted change for the better. Ken Livingston too wanted change for the better. He became one of our best-known socialist campaigning politicians. He was leader of the Greater London Council, an MP, and the first Mayor of London. They were all spied upon by the police. To what extent? They don't know. Who spied on them? How often? Who managed the undercover officers? Who authorized it? What methods were used? What was done with the so-called intelligence? Did anyone try to justify it? If so, on what possible basis? They don't know, even though some of the spying happened 40 years ago. They became participants in this inquiry to find out. They still don't know, even though this inquiry was set up 5 years ago. When you have suffered that sort of intrusion in your life, delay itself can be tortuous. But delay may be the least of the obstacles thrown at them. They want information. The inquiry is not even agreeing to disclose the full files on them. They want to know who spied on them. The inquiry has allowed many officers to remain anonymous. They want to see and hear the officers who spied on them. The inquiry is currently only permitting those who can travel to a central London hotel in the middle of this pandemic to do so. There is no audio-visual live streaming to the participants. My clients can't safely travel to that hotel, and they should not be expected to take that risk. Right now, they have little confidence in this inquiry, but they are still here, still participating, and still hoping for answers.